Okay, I think we are live now. Yes, we are live. All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Mitesh Khatri here again. And today we have someone very special with us from our Platinum membership program, which is Raj Patel. He's an entrepreneur. And we're going to talk about with Raj about his success story, about how he has really learned law of attraction and achieved extraordinary results with law of attraction practicing with us. But before we do that, those of you who are meeting me for the first time, my name is Mitesh Khatri. I've been teaching law of attraction for the last 17 years, along with me and my wife, Indu. This is our book, The Law of Attraction. Today, we are going to learn with Raj because there are always two ways of learning in life. One is learning through acquiring knowledge, but the second is being inspired by listening to stories of real heroes. And that's what we're doing today with Raj. All right, Raj. So with that, I'm going to hand over the mic to you. Tell us a little about you. Maybe you can first start with introducing yourself.
Hi, my name is Raj Patel. I'm in the US for the last 24 years. I started with the small grocery stores. And that point on, I started moving on to the Subway, liquor stores, and gas stations, as well as little pizza shops and a little bit of everything, pretty much.
Wow. So, by the way, for all of you, Raj is a big entrepreneur there. As he said, he started with a small grocery store, and then now he's got gas stations, he's got liquor stores, he's got pizza shops. And I think you also said something about shopping malls.
Shopping malls.
Shopping malls. Awesome. So it's great to have you here as part of our Platinum program. Let's start with the very important question in terms of how do you know me and how did you start your journey of law of attraction with me?
So very first time, good friend of mine just sent it the link from India to see. I think she is the joined law of attraction with you about 6 months ago. And then she just had to share me the link, and the same day you had a webinar. So it took me 5 minutes to decide to join the Platinum membership.
Oh yeah. So you, if I'm not wrong, you directly joined Platinum. Like you didn't join the basic law of attraction or the advanced first. You directly came in for Platinum.
Correct.
Whoa. Okay. So what made you take the decision of directly going to Platinum? But usually people go through the route of learning basic, advanced, wealth mastery, slowly going towards Platinum. What made you go directly for Platinum?
So with the speech you was giving out, and it was just my frequency was on and saying, hey, that's the perfect platform that you gotta be, to make yourself become more powerful than you are. It just took me 2 seconds with that frequency, and it was perfect timing.
Awesome. I think everybody here should learn this from Raj. And I always take away learnings from these interviews. Everyone write down fast decision making. I think that's something very powerful. And I'm pretty sure that's one of the reasons why in US you were able to come from one grocery store to multiple businesses, because I'm sure your fast making decision making ability definitely helped you. That's what you saw. Even in the way you joined Platinum was really fast. Awesome. So tell us a little about why did you join Platinum? What was the purpose of joining Platinum program?
So 2 good reasons. Number one is obviously after the COVID, the business started getting up and down. The second is when I saw some of I always like to help people out. That's one of my largest way to become more entrepreneur, that helping people out.
So you also want to kind of acquire this knowledge so you can teach more people and you can guide more people and help more people with this knowledge.
That is 100% correct.
Awesome. So now that you've joined Platinum, tell us a little about how your journey has been after joining Platinum in terms of, let's say, health, relationships, career, money.
So the time that I joined it, within exactly, I should have said about 5 days or something like that, I was supposed to get the big surgery. And it was no way around it. Doctor was like, you got to have this surgery. That's the only way you can have a good fit. And I was like, I'm not too sure, because sometimes your gut feeling tells you. And then by looking at your videos and stuff like that, I started doing it on myself. Next thing I know, that surgery was canceled. As of today, I don't feel like I'm going to ever need that surgery.
Wow. That is amazing.
I can't find a pen anymore, put it that way.
Whoa. Amazing. Can you tell me a little about what was that surgery?
So I was involved in an accident back in 16, 17. And so it was a 5-car chain accident. I was the first one got hit.
Oh,
So my foot was on a rest. And when she hit me 65 miles per hour, which is I was completely stopped.
whoa.
All the weight or pressure, I should say, went right in my ankle.
Oh,
So, right. So my foot is kind of like went all the way back.
oh
So
boy.
ankle portion right here, and this bone just went right into the ankle.
Damn.
So slowly they got me to the straight foot. There was a time that about a year, I didn't have no feeling whatsoever. And as the feeling started coming back, I started receiving pain more and more. So then they did do one that was back in like 18. That was one surgery. And then after that, now he was saying that you have to have this surgery for, if you don't get it, the pain never gonna go away. And I
Oh,
was
so
like,
as the
man,
sensation came back, the pain came back in your ankle. And as per the doctor, if you don't do the surgery, the pain's not going to go away.
that is correct.
Whoa. And then after you did learnings of some of those videos, what did you really practice? Let's, because a lot of people on YouTube who are watching you probably are going through similar pain. How many of you here would like to know, by the way, what really did Raj use? Type in I in the chat window, because even I would like to know. What did you use? How did you avoid that surgery?
So right at that even surgery was on. Literally, it wasn't stopping or, but that particular morning I wake up and like, look, I've been starting this NLP practice and I think I can change my mind and thinking that I don't have no pain. It was like 2 days after joining you and I started it. That morning, wake up and I'm like, I don't need no surgery. What I'm talking about, what I'm doing today. And suddenly the surgery was at 11 o'clock. I called in and I'm like, I don't need surgery. I'm perfectly fine. And doctor be like, it cannot be. Come on in and see what we can do. What the next day? So I went in. When I did the practice, I changed my mind whether is a pain there or not there. So that's what I switched it with, saying to myself that there is no pain there. There's
You
nothing
did
wrong
some
with that.
NLP, you did some hope, nope, no, kind of a combination of that
Correct.
technique.
Combination. Hope no
Ah,
no was the other big reason. Believe it or not, my average doing about a about a 10 mala per se per Miss Indu 108
108
times.
times into 10 times in a day.
Mhm.
Wow. Amazing. So you did this that morning and the pain is gone. And now you don't need the surgery anymore. How long has that been? Has the pain come back?
No, oh, no, it hasn't come back. Overall, it's been little over 2 months now that it
Amazing.
happened back in November. I canceled it. So yeah.
Wow. Everyone type in congratulations for the miracle, because the more we hear about miracles like these from people like Raj, it gives us that inspiration that even we can create miracles like this in our life. Amazing, Raj. Thank you for practicing. That's a big example for all of us. Now, that's about your health. Tell us, how did it affect in any other ways in your life after the learnings that you started with Platinum?
So the second amazing part would be the money. Obviously, we
Mhm.
all know when the COVID happened, business is down, business was closed, especially for us. I mean, when you're in a large area, malls and stuff like that, your rent is sky high.
Yeah.
Uh, the government did try to help us out a little bit, but it wasn't no anywhere that, hey, you don't have to pay the rent or whatever. So that was the other big concern, I should say. That was the other reason that when I was watching you, that hey, look, if everybody getting a result, somewhere it's for me.
Mm.
Just instant feeling that it's something is for me in here. So that's what I started practicing on too. So I started doing Hope Not Know about that. And it was just amazing to receive a call one day and say, hey, so are you ever going to start the business? I'm like, look, it's a back rent. It's a lot of money that I owe. Simple way to when to decide it, it's a bunch of money that I owe with those shopping malls closed, whatnot.
So just to clarify the audience here, what he's talking about is for almost about a year during COVID situation, business was down, shopping malls, and the rent had to be paid, which was not paid for about a year or so, as you said. And now they wanted us to restart business. And that's where you said that you owe them a lot of money for the rent already. Starting is going to be kind of difficult. And that's when, what did they say after that?
So at that point, I just received a call one day in the morning while I was doing Hope Not Love and be like, hey, if you want to do the business, we can work something out. And I was like, what do you mean work out? Working out meaning a lot of minutes. It's just, like you always say, it's GDD, generic word that I work it out. I don't know.
What does that mean?
I was like, can you be a little specific? What do you want to do? I said, what about if I let that money go? Then what would you do? I'm like, huh? Let me see it. What he said? Let the money go, meaning you don't want no back rent? And he was like, exactly correct. What you heard, that's exactly what I want to do with you. I'm like, okay. I never heard such a thing that somebody gonna let the money go from me, especially that kind of money.
Wow. So that entire back rent, which was due to be paid during that COVID situation when the business was down, they said it's okay if you don't pay that rent.
Correct.
How big is that amount?
It was a year and a half that so overall, the whole entire year, they were closed. The mall wasn't open, blah, blah, blah. Then other 6 months to give people a decision. And then at that point on, even for me, that I wasn't ready due to the little bit of a family, because I lost my sister not too long ago too. So all being said at the same timing, I wish I had met you then. I ain't gonna lie. I wish I could have done something for my sister at that point, but I wasn't ready either. So calculation wise, I was almost into about a year and 8 months on the back rent and not opening the business and all of the
1 year, 8 months of rent completely read off, signed off by them, and for no reason. This is not very common in US that they just let go of this kind of big money.
No. Like I said, I was so scared from my end that I got something like what I'm gonna do. It was just constantly. I'm always believer everything happens for a reason, and nothing wrong happen in this world. But at the same timing, obviously you sign a guarantee and everything, guys. So you thinking to yourself, saying, "Where I'm gonna get that kind of money?" Business is closed, and if it's a one business, you always can handle from one to the other. Now you're looking at it extremely large area in here. So for multi-business owners is, yes, we do have issues in the United States as of right now. And I never thought that if real world, if I have to say what happening in this real world, it was impossible.
It's impossible. Something like this is impossible. This is pure magic where the universe has truly supported you for the right kind of frequency that you vibrated at. Amazing. Everyone in YouTube, please type in CMM. Congratulations for magic money, because this is purely magic money. In fact, and more than $1 million like this being saved, just amazing. Amazing. What else happened after that?
There was other money that I have recovered. For myself that I wasn't thinking that I was going to get back. So obviously it's number wise, every dollar when you receive back, it's large amount of money. And then in today's date, every dime of it, more money. So that was the largest thing, not only for me. I've been taking care of an old couple. They've been having a lot of issues with the money too. They received that about $60,000-$70,000, snapping a finger so far.
So just to clarify to people in YouTube, Raj has started actually spreading this magic by learning through Platinum. He's teaching people law of attraction. He's working with people using things that he's learned in Platinum, like NLP, like law of attraction. And what he's talking about right now is he's helped a couple who's an old couple whom he's kind of supporting. They got back $60,000 to $70,000 with his help, which is just amazing. So tell us a little about how are the other examples about how you've helped other people, spreading this kind of magic, and what kind of results you've been able to create for them.
So overall, I mean, right now, I always if I started writing a small stuff, I would have filled the diary in 1 month, for sure. It's just crazy, but I'm talking about where I was able to, I seen this guy coming in, great guy, about a 22-ish, 23-ish. He got into since the COVID, lost a job, whatever, and he got involved into the alcohol addiction. And that alcohol addiction, I feel sorry for it because he's my regular customer from about 15 years. With his family, I'm into it. And then he turned 21 about 2 years ago. And then suddenly the COVID happened and he lost a good job. I mean, it was paying him about 100,000+. And then he started an addiction with the drinking. So what I have learned from you, I started talking to him, explaining to him, did a couple tricks from you. Come to find out, he hasn't had a drink so far in a month now. I actually didn't.
Wow.
He hasn't drank. There was the other girl, they surprised me on a Christmas day. So obviously in the United States, kids, we have a lot of issues. That was the other reason that I want to join. In the United States, the depression is kind of more oftenly you see it. So that customer, that actually whole entire family is my regular too. They were coming in and I can see it. That daughter is constantly getting into the wrong path in her life. That was a big surprise, or I should have said Christmas gift for myself, that they came in Christmas morning and said, we want to surprise you with something. Her drug addictions and complete the wrong path she was going in. She turned around it and telling me Merry Christmas and thank you for helping me, for taking me out of this drug side and everything else. And sure enough, she's been free since Christmas.
Wow. So helped someone to stop alcohol addiction, drug addiction. This is amazing, Raj, the way you're kind of teaching this. This is beautiful. Everyone type in congratulations for spreading the magic for Raj again. So Raj, a lot of people, you're already a millionaire over there. And in spite of that, you took that decision of joining Platinum. I want you to share with people about specifically those people who are listening and they're thinking, they don't sometimes think it's necessary to learn this stuff, whether it's NLP, whether it's life attraction, life skills or law of attraction. Sometimes they feel they don't have the money, or if they have the money, they feel, why do we need to learn it if we anyways have the money? What message would you give to people about learning law of attraction, NLP, life skills, Platinum?
There's two good reasons to do it. I mean, that's completely wrong thinking that if you got the money or whatever. What I've been noticing is too, even though my frequency is ready to go, but at the same time, what I have been learning from you, it's just amazing. To go into Platinum programs and to learn that what we do is genetic stuff every day-to-day life and not actually helping our own self out. I would have put it as like kind of short of it, our ego turns on when you come up with the monies and everything else and not looking at the life the way we should have looked at it, especially LOA and the NLP. The lifestyle that we live in, it should be the way what are you teaching? Lifestyle we live in should be more of helping nature. Lifestyle that we live in, that we always think, I got this. But if you really looked at it in this universe, so my old saying is this: we pray every day to the God. God has a bunch of stuff. Okay, we all pray little stuff. So like, eating with the teaspoon. But why not go with the bucket and tell a God, give me this with the bucket? and that's what the NLP and the law of attraction is. that go in
Nice.
with the bucket and tell God, hey, can you feel this? So
That's really awesome. Clarifying your message so well with the universe that instead of just asking for a spoon, you can now actually ask for a bucket.
bucket.
Amazing. And what I really love about you is, Raj, in spite of being so successful, and I say this again because you truly are successful, you're already a big man out there in US. In spite of that, the way you are learning in Platinum, I think that's the reason you're creating so many results, because it's of the humility with which you learn. So everyone in YouTube, if you really want to learn something here, always remember this: the richer you get, the more humble you should remain. And that's something I've really loved seeing this with Raj, the way he's learning. Everyone write down, learn with humility in the chat window quickly, because that's one message I want everybody to take away from Raj. Amazing, Raj. This is extraordinary. And as you know, in Platinum, the webinar that you've done so many times, I always say that Platinum is about realizing and upgrading some of your life skills where you could truly achieve 10 years of success in 1 year. How valid is that promise? How practical is it? What would you like to say to people about that?
it's really practical. It is practical with the NLP and the LOA. I personally, for me, what I have noticed that in a normal day-to-day life, before I learned NLP or LOA, I was always thinking that I'm missing something. And when I start learning all this, it's so practically that you see in a day-to-day life that you can achieve it. Your frequency, your day-to-day energy, I should say, it's just so high that instead of running behind the money, actually money comes to you. I should say.
Way to do it.
It's just as simple that when you stay in that frequency level, stop running behind it. Instead of that, help the people out, and the money automatically comes to you.
Absolutely. That's amazing. Everyone type in the chat window, help people, let the money come to you instead of you running to money to you running to money. That is amazing, Raj. Thank you so much for sharing. Everyone, please type in, thank you for inspiring, Raj. Thank you for your time. Thank you for inspiring us, because I'm pretty sure not just me, a lot of people who are watching us right now took away a lot of learnings, especially the humility with which you speak, the practices that you're doing. Just amazing. Congratulations. And I hope that we can interview you one more time next year, where we can talk about another 10 years of success achieved in another year, because you've already started teaching law of attraction. You've started teaching NLP. Looking forward to grand success as you being one of the best coaches out there in the US, teaching the same stuff. Amazing. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Only thing I can say, thanks to you,
Thank
right
you.
time in right frequency,
Thank you. Thank you so much, Raj. All right. So everyone, please say thank you for inspiring in the chat window for Raj. And those of you who would really like to know, what is this Platinum program that I've been talking about? How do you really achieve 10 years of success in 1 year? Is that really possible? Yes, it's possible. How do we do that? Connect with me today evening at 6:30. Personally, I'll be doing this webinar live, where I'm going to show you about how really people like me, Raj, and more than 300 Platinum members are achieving 10 years of success in 1 year. I'd love to share that with you all in detail. Those of you who are attending today evening, type in definitely attending, DA, definitely attending today evening. I'll see you at 6:30 p.m. Perfect. With that, thank you, Raj, again for your time. Thank you for inspiring our people on YouTube, our family over here. I'll see you soon in another interview with lots of more magical results.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.